This week on
Strange Sound Waves.
Soria, the dungeon master of disaster. He's no stormtrooper, he'll hit you with that blaster. When it comes to horror knowledge, he's the one you see. Spooky since 86, the Sheikah Shriek. Prophesied way back in the Chronicron. Here comes Austin Glass, true son. You better move, bitch, get out of the way. Soria, Soria, Soria's got something to say. Something to say. Something to say.
well, welcome to the show, Brian Soria.
Thanks for having me. How's
Woohoo!
it going? Glad to be here.
Things are good.
Yeah,
It's all happening.
appreciate you joining us, man.
Yeah, glad we could make it. I'm digging your Gracie. I like your yearbook photo background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for. What were they called? Like Lifetime
Click
or Life
or
Works? Oh, there's
Richmond
clicks too.
Backgrounds.
Yes.
You had to pay extra for it, right?
yeah, the one in
Yes.
Lakeline or Highland Mall. What
Yeah.
was that one called?
That was clicks. Yeah.
Oh, it was
Pretty sure that's
Clicks.
what
Oh. Yeah. Everybody come back with the airbrushed.
The filter that was like
superpose.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
That or you remember Visible Changes at Barton
Visible
Creek
Changes,
Mall?
yeah.
It had like
Yes.
this black shiny tile with that neon green
Yeah.
signing
Yes.
outside. Man, it was
Yes,
super.
exactly.
I was like, that looks fancy.
Want to touch it?
All right.
Well, dude,
so-
who was Brian Soria in the year 2006?
Man, I thought I was doing 07. It was 07.
I mean, sorry,
It is 07.
Ooh, I was
It was
panic
Brian-
attack.
Oh, yeah, I had that actually. I just did that to myself. Actually, I'm sorry.
Boy, let's see. Fresh baby bird. I was just in my very first apartment
Oh,
after
nice.
moving out from my mom's house, and then I had started working at the toy store with Gracie here, and I don't know.
I love
It was
that
yeah, it was like what college should have been for me. Went to UT, dropped out a couple times, ended up going to ACC, which just kind of felt like an extension of high school. And then when I started at Toy Joy, it was like I felt more exposed to a lot more
Agreed.
different people, different foods, different everything, different
Yeah.
music.
Life lessons, yeah.
Yeah, we had the music selection at Toy Joy was
It was beyond eclectic.
expansive.
Yeah.
People
I
would
bet,
bring
yeah.
random CDs. To
That
this day, I'm
50
still
disc
trying to
CD
find Babies
changer?
in the Kitchen.
Oh my God.
Babies in the Kitchen. And now that we have
Wow.
like AI,
That sounds
I want to
amazing.
see if I can sing it into Google or
That
something.
is so smart.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a hunt on
yeah,
it after
so-
this. I totally forgot about it. Wow.
Babies
Somebody
in the Kitchen,
find
Tilly.
this.
I tell ya.
Yeah, I remember. It was like some Bollywood song.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I was actually
that does
so when
sound
I
amazing.
I started working, I guess, Christmas 2006, and I brought in a CD with music on it, and our manager, Jacob, said that CD helped him vote for me to stay after Christmas.
Oh wow,
Oh, it helped, I think. It helped me keep the job.
yeah.
There you go. That's great.
Well, yeah. I guess you guys want to segue into song one of the Time Capsule Mixtape.
Sure.
2007. You're up first, Brian.
You're up
Yep.
first. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what
You're up
order
first.
to put these in, honestly. So
Oh, yeah, it's a challenge. That's the other challenge.
I'm gonna pop This message, everybody.
It's starting to become very strategic at this point.
There we go.
Mhm.
Because people be poaching.
We having eggs?
Oh, nice. Yeah, poached eggs.
Love it.
My favorite. Gee, I love this song.
And this song,
This
like,
is-
specifically reminds me of Gracie,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the White Stripes. That was my bag. Me and Wendy. Wendy was
Yeah.
like the one who was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Jack White, oh my God. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this song, I mean, it's... Because, I've been in love with a lot of White Stripes songs over the years. But this one never gets old to me. Like,
Yeah.
it's like one of the few that's still... I'm not going to change it if this song comes on. Because it always catches me by surprise. I always
Yeah.
forget about it, and I'm like, damn, this really was a bop.
That halftime breakdown.
Yeah, it's got that little funky bite to it.
Yeah.
I don't remember this video. They're like, yeah, in Mexico.
Yeah. I think I said this last episode too. It's like I was not watching music videos anymore, apparently.
No, me
Yeah.
neither.
But this is a badass video. White Stripes always had amazing videos.
Everybody.
Some of these
this their
props
last
in
album
this
before
set
they
look
broke
like
up?
they could have been procured from Toy Joy.
Right?
Right.
Now I feel like we would always, like, at the end of the night when we were cleaning up, we would randomly put on whatever music, and I just remember this hit in rotation a lot.
Yeah. Man, that was a special shift. That night shift at Toy Joy.
Yeah.
It stayed open so late. Like, we were there until midnight, I guess, essentially, you know? But,
Yeah, we were
it
like
was
grocery
just, like,
clerks, but like we were hawking pregnant lady keychains.
Tchotchkes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pregnant lady keychains, yeah. Under the see-through belly, and you can see the little
The little fetus.
baby floating around inside. I love that place. Honestly, I would stop
That's
in
the
there
best.
almost as frequently as I stopped at Cream Vintage. Like, if I was
It's
going
not too
down to
far
the
off.
drag, I was usually going to poke my head in. See what was up. And Jack
See-
White, dude.
Seeing a lot of red stripes, not a lot of white stripes. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Just saying, fucking pick a lane, dude.
I wonder if there's probably like a tribute band called the Red Stripes.
There you go.
They sing about Jamaican beer.
Yeah. It's beer. Hooray, beer. Good pick.
Very
dude.
well.
I love that song so much.
Yes. Always welcome a White Stripes into the time capsule. Always.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I got the right link here.
And forever. Wow. Don't you do it.
This is a very important song to include in
This
the time
is the
capsule.
best song. Yeah.
This song is like the pinnacle, a steeple at least, of Southern hip hop.
This is the apex,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. you have here UGK and Outkast.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Was it on an
Southside made
Outkast
it.
album? Yeah, I don't know if it was on an Outkast album. It's definitely on the UGK album that came out this year. But
Yeah.
I feel like every
That was a huge album.
yeah, like every dude that I know wants this song played at their wedding. Almost every
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. Almost every dude. Yeah. If you're not, you're lying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Monster Mash, but this is close second.
Oh, yeah. Dang, that's actually a pretty goated pick, too.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Monster Mash, damn it. We gotta mention that to Jeff. He's just trying to get married on Halloween.
Yes, yeah. That's oh my god, yes. That would be. Yeah, Ernie showed me this song. I don't think I was listening to too much like hip hop around this time. Not that I can remember, because when I was listening to it, I was probably like, late night, partying somewhere with Sammy and
Yep.
Jake or Ernie, which is where I got my fix of that. But yeah, this song obviously stands out and stands the test of time, and yeah. Wise words. Gospel.
Yep, exactly. This is the most important thing you'll ever hear in your life, kids. Shit doesn't get any more real than this. It felt so good rolling around to this song too. Like, you just feel like a pimp listening to this song. Like, all of a sudden, your car like transforms into a fucking candied out Cadillac, and you're just like swinging and banging through the streets. You don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, I've seen what's it called? Big Boy perform his verse live. It's like every time like that this song drops, whether it's Bun B or whoever's performing their part at their show, the crowd goes freaking insane. Just they don't even have to like sing the verse, like the crowd's doing it for them,
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I heard this when I saw Bun B during his birthday event, like during South by or whatever. And yeah, it was insane. I'm pretty sure I accidentally stepped on this girl. She was standing in front of me. She was like in high heels and a dress, and I'm like going hype. Like I'm like jumping in the air and shit and like screaming my heart out. And I accidentally step on her one too many times, I guess. And so she turns around and like knocks the shit out of me.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I was like, all right, I deserve that. I'm sorry.
Shit.
You're too close.
It's like, well, get the fuck out of the way, dude. trying to get crunk over here. What are you doing?
This song also makes me think of like the boat parties.
Oh,
I
hell
feel
yes.
like we had like a few summers in a row of like
This was in heavy rotation for me.
Yeah.
If there was a party playlist, this song was on it. Those boat parties, man.
This song
there's
was
no water to
sampled in a
lake.
Girl Talk track too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Fudge,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
I love Girl Talk. I saw Girl Talk at Emo's when it moved back over to Riverside. That was insane. I was so excited. None of my friends knew who the fuck he was, and I was like, dude, you guys have to go, but nobody went. I went by myself. I think Crystal went with me, actually. But yeah, Girl Talk.
Nice.
Love Girl Talk.
Good pick.
What you got?
I was gonna do this one because of the year 2007 and me and this song. if you were getting in my car, I was probably playing a bunch of these.
Very nice.
This album has a bunch of just funny ass songs.
I think I learned about Devin the Dude around this time too. I'm pretty sure it was Sammy that introduced me to.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
that checks out.
How did you hear about him?
Ooh, good question. I think he was featured on like a different song of somebody else's, and I really liked that verse that he did, and so I was like, who the fuck like did that? And I looked into his catalog, and I dove in pretty deep because like up until this album too, like the last couple were actually really good too, and I don't know, I just became a Devin the Dude stan. Like I was I did like I had no desire to like go see him in live or anything, but I really had zero shits about what anybody else thought about this music. I was it was what I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And so it was also in heavy rotation. But I think it was the first song I ever heard by Devin the Dude was Doobie Ashtray, and it was like a chopped and screwed version.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was hooked. If you've ever heard that song, you should hear it. It's a good one.
Post it in the Discord.
Yeah, I'll drop that in the Discord for sure. Discord, represent. But I just love his comedy, like his writing genius is, I don't know, so amazing to me. Like his storytelling ability is kind of insane.
Yeah.
And then his voice, I just really enjoy his voice too. It's fucking smooth.
He's a cool dude too.
Yeah.
Like he, I think, well, we had a manager at Toy Joy, who I guess kind of got me in the door with South by Southwest.
Oh yeah.
And so then I got the opportunity, I think the following year to like stage manage, as a volunteer, you know, at one of the venues, and there was a hip hop night there, and I believe Devin was the headlining act.
Ah, nice.
That
Heck
night. Yeah. He was super, super cool.
Yeah.
He's from Texas though, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's part of like
I think
the
it was
whole
a Texas
Houston
hip hop
rap scene.
showcase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, man? Let me get 2 cigarillos.
I think also just very topical. Still relevant. All these years later. Almighty dollar. Oh, Bo's used to ask you for $1, now the motherfuckers ask you for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful line.
So what were you doing in 2007, Bradley?
Ooh, what was I doing? So I actually moved in with that girl that I'd met at the end of last year, and she lived in like a studio apartment in like Northwest Austin. And I already explained in the last episode why this wasn't going to work out. Living in close quarters definitely sped up the process. And so, yeah, we broke up. And I moved back in with my parents because I hadn't been talking to my parents for a few years. Like back in like 04 or 05, they found out that I'd stopped going to school and that I got fired from the job that I had. And they just like cut me off. Like they turned off my phone and they stopped talking to me. I stopped talking to them too. Like, and it was a few years. It was until this year, and I started talking to them. We just randomly reached out to each other around the same time, and it was rough. I moved back in with them after I broke up with the girl, and then they were going through like a divorce. It's like as soon as I moved in, and so shit was super tense around there. Yeah. But I mean, it was all fun. I mean, I was back on Riverside. I was hanging out with everybody at Longhorn Landing. I was having a great time.
I saw so much fire spinning in the parking lot on different occasions.
Shit was going down over there, man. And it was literally like a block away from my mom's house, so like I was there like every night. Like,
yeah,
it was a wild time to be alive.
Yeah, I think I was living at home around that time too, but I was like, I'm
gonna count to three.
Try not to be home.
You poached my song.
So Concords hit that year, and they were on loop all the time.
Yes,
especially with my roommate at the time. We listened to them a lot. Do you guys know what a hot couch guy is?
I can guess.
Yeah.
You can guess. Yeah, you absolutely can guess. And you'd be right.
I was hot couch guy for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That, like, our first apartment was a very hot couch guy. Like vertical blinds, one light above. Yeah, look up hot couch guy.
I had a literal couch that I bought from that discount furniture place with whatever that dude's name was. His commercials are iconic. Like,
we're gonna save you money.
We're gonna save you money.
And he'd throw the bills everywhere.
Yeah, he'd throw all the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought my couch from there, and for like $100. It was the worst couch I've ever sat on in my entire life. Should not have been able to be called a couch.
Yeah. If you look up hot couch guy, there's like this song's about like being broke all the time. Concords were about that, like the hot couch guy era. So there's tweets like, "Hey man, can I offer you a really warm caffeine-free Coke or some chips that have been open for 3 weeks? We're out of plates, but you can eat this pizza off a Family Guy DVD."
Oh yeah, that was life. Yeah. Everybody I knew was like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't know anybody that had anything.
That had it together.
Yeah. I remember there was this girl I met on MySpace, and she was like a party queen. Her name was Julie Brennan. And her parties, the parties that she would invite me to were these just epic, like TV style parties. Like they would always be on like 7th and San Antonio, or like where like the East Side is now, before the East Side was a thing. Mm-hmm. And it was just these houses. These kids had houses over there. These were like old, rundown, shitty houses at that time. They're probably all apartment buildings now, but we would party over there, and those kids that I met through her were, I don't know, they had their shit together. They were living in houses. Yeah, exactly. They went to like Austin High or something like that. Yeah. It was very classy parties, bro. It was just fucking kegs, bottles, just incredible setups. Like, lots of fun. Damn it. You got me too.
I really got you going.
Yeah. You really did.
It's the name of the song.
This is the name of the song.
Yeah. So
this feels very much like we would have heard it at the store.
absolutely. It was probably my mix CD.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is a local band that, amazing. Another MySpace find, I believe.
Yeah.
And
I remember finding them in Chronicle. Like they would be advertised in the Chronicle constantly. Like,
yeah, they had that marketing game down. Someone on the
they really
inside.
did.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was worth it.
they had a good little run. And actually, I think what brought my attention to them was they did a Kanye West cover of Through the Wire. And,
oh wow, really?
It was really cool, like just like this, like synth poppy garage rock kind of version of that song.
This is like the birth of this sound too. Like,
and actually, now that I'm unlocking things in my brain. I think I might have heard this on Chillville. I think Chillville played that version of Through the Wire.
Oh
and then
wow,
it was
no kidding.
like, I gotta find out who this band is, and then
Yeah.
But this was a wonderful time. This band also makes me think of, like, there was a lot of really cool art events that were happening in town. A lot of cool local artists were doing like art openings and like exhibitions in these like cool little houses on the east side. It wasn't the east side yet, or West Campus, or like, and it was always like music was there too. There was always bands and a whole showcase of bands like with the art, and everything was free, and there was always a keg, and like it was just like,
it was amazing.
It was
I can't believe it's real, to be honest.
Yeah.
When America was great.
Exactly. We need to make America great again.
Or like going next door, like from Toy Joy, going to Buffalo Exchange and all these flyers for these cool shows were like on the outside there, and you can kind of check out, what am I going to do this weekend? Like, just by looking at the storefront, on the window.
Yeah, I remember seeing Bel Air a bunch of times. In just like random places. Like they were always at the cool places though, because sometimes you'd go to these places and it'd be kind of lame. Like every once in a while it'd be like, that was an attempt, but I still
was
had
an
attempt. But when Bel Air was playing at one of those things, it was like top tier fucking pop-up party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a different song from that album, Shadows Moving on the Wall, because a lot of the people that listen to this show probably don't know it, but they've definitely heard that song because it was in every Halloween playlist I ever had. Yeah.
Little spooky sounding one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a very dark, crunchy synth. And it's it's written about spooky content. It's a fun song.
We'll post that one too.
Oh yeah, put it in the Discord, guys. Represent. All right. Well, shoot. I'm gonna have to jump the line here because that's 2. I haven't been stolen from this much yet.
Nice.
But this album. It's so good. And I love this song. It's a very strange sound wave.
This artwork. I guess people are triggered by
the tryptophobia.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I had that for a minute. I would see that stuff and it would make me uncomfortable, but I would seek it out.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then now it's like, it's gone.
Yeah. You kind of have to do that, I guess, with things that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You have to force yourself into it. And
like exposure therapy.
Make yourself immune.
Well, stuff doesn't make you feel ooky anymore. And like that, when I got that feeling, I was like, oh, that makes me feel ooky. Like, I worked at a haunted house for a decade. Like, it kind of ruined some of the magic, right? So sometimes you need something like weird.
You need that.
I just need to feel.
Just a little bit of that rush. I could see that. But I love the Shins. I love the Shins so much. And I love this album. This whole album is actually really good. You know, there's other hits you'd probably recognize from this album. Like, I think Phantom Limbs on here. I don't know. Australia is on here. But this one in Red Rabbits, was the other one I really liked. It was like a slower... This like feels almost fluffy in a way, like it's ethereal, floating kind of feeling.
Good. That's over a montage with Zooey Deschanel. It's just quirky.
Yeah. 700 Days of Summer. Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite song on that album.
But unfortunately, like, this whole album is also, it reminds me of the girl that I broke up with. Like, her ex-boyfriend and her were really into the Shins also, and you know, like, they had just freshly broken up, and I had never really been a rebound before, but this was like the one I can remember the most, I guess. I don't know. It's just messy, like, being in a relationship with somebody who's, like, still, like, severing ties. And so, ex-boyfriend, who I also knew, I went to my first high school with this girl and her ex-boyfriend. She had moved to Austin. I had no idea. She had moved to Austin and got a hold of me around this time. And yeah. He gave her this album, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But... whatever. So
yeah, giving a Shins album is like to someone else.
Yeah, that's
kind of a thing, you know.
It's a love
you don't
letter.
Just give a Shins album to, like, you got to be careful with that, you know.
It's a loaded weapon.
Oh, here, that's a good segue then to my next one.
Nice.
I was like, what are you gonna pick?
Oh, nice. The universe chose for
I know what
you.
you're picking. I know what you're picking.
Do you?
I don't know. Maybe I do.
I don't know.
Loaded Weapon was the clue.
No, I don't.
No, I didn't know you're picking.
What'd you think I was gonna pick?
You got me.
Well, I have to wait to see if someone else picks it.
Okay.
It's a 2007 song.
Good.
When we were in high school, I got really big into System of a Down, and then Surge started making stuff solo. And I was like super anti-Iraq war. Like, my political stuff was boiling, and listening to that stuff. Patton Oswalt. There's one of his stand-up bits. He talks about System of a Down, and he calls them Armenian geniuses.
Yeah. Yep. Armenian rock.
That's what I think of when I think of Armenia, but everyone else thinks of those other people. The Kardashians.
Oh, yeah. It's weird, yeah, isn't it? I've made that association before, and I don't know if it's a thing or not, but...
Yeah.
Lots of money coming out of Armenia around this time.
I'm surprised I never... I'm going to have to dig into Surge's solo stuff.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Is it just this one album, or does he
No,
have
there's a
other albums,
couple.
do you know? Okay.
Because there was a couple songs on this album I was debating between. There's one about our walls, They got a little bit of radio play.
Why'd you pick
I
this
do
one?
remember listening to them, but I don't think it was in time. I think I listened to them later, like around 2011 or something. I think I stumbled upon the fact that he had solo work, and it was amazing.
He also, his little sidestep, he did the theme song for Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh wow!
And it's like the old Godzilla song, but they've got like the Japanese taika drums, I think, and there's chanting in the background. And I swear to you, the chanting says "Soria, Soria, Soria." And so, if I'm ever,
You're posting that in the Discord.
If I'm ever in the in wrestling, WWE or whatever, that's playing as I come down.
That's your entrance music.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's amazing. Yes, love that.
God, I love Surge Tanky.
Hell yeah.
He really is a genius. Such a great
Yes.
message.
But I don't know. I lost my religion in high school, and I was going through the whole, not believing in the system, and
Yeah.
my family's starting to get more religious, more conservative at that point.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
And that's true, because when I remember you from high school, like, you were one of the only few other people that actually was talking about the same kind of things I was talking about. Like, there was a pack of you that also had Miss Bailey in some class, and you guys would come piling in as we were like trying to shuffle out. And you guys were always talking about the shit that I like to talk about.
I was hanging out with one of those guys. I was hanging out with Bowman the other night, and I sang a song about gifted and talented.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. Look at us now.
Still gifted and talented. Zero potential.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember having arguments with friends at that time who I don't talk to now, and seeing the cracks of where they ultimately went, leading from stuff this was all talking about.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Like little Trent there in the corner.
Little Trent.
Do you know, have you, there's a lady on YouTube, I found her name's Ixie Music, and she deconstructs Nine Inch Nails. Ixie Music, IXI.
That sounds like my kind of content.
Yeah.
I'll have to post it in the Discord. Represent.
Oops.
Oh, nice.
I think this is a Pandora find.
Lucky.
Yeah. And I wound up making a whole station on this song alone. I want more music just like this.
Little Dragon changes.
Pandora
you.
was very formative for a minute there, huh?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then really did open Pandora's box. We really did.
I haven't thought about Pandora in a minute.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fell off because they became like the Blockbuster of streaming music. They were like, no, we're not going to change. We're going to continue doing the same format. But that format was irrelevant because you could listen to whatever you wanted at that point,
Well, Spotify started doing radio suggestions, and you know what I mean? So it's kind of well, I'm already here. I can get the exact track I want instead of,
Yep. Having to wait or, wait that hope
and
it
do
comes
discovery.
on this.
Yeah, and do discovery in the
That's
same
true.
app. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this song, I guess this one's kind of more emotional for me, I suppose, but the way I heard it, it just really was kind of like this reflection or meditation, even like how it's composed. It just sounds this way, you know, kind of like almost like a rocking back and forth with the piano, you know?
Yeah, like a
melody.
lullaby.
Yeah. And lyrically, like, you know, it's just kind of, I would say, you know, discovering like yourself in a relationship that maybe, you know, you're realizing this isn't gonna work out, you know, and also kind of working through like feelings of other connections, you know, with other people, and like even discovering like, oh, like I need to be having a connection with myself, or a different or a deeper connection with myself. So there's like a lot of like emotional kind of chaos, but to have it kind of, you know, put into this kind of meditative reflection type of thing, just kind of calm way to process that, you know. And I was like, holy shit, like this is exactly what I need to hear right now. And it's just one of those songs where, you know, it finds you when you need it, you know.
Yep.
And yeah, it's always been really special. And then like Yukimi, of course, the lead singer of Little Dragon, just like, I'm just like,
incredible.
Wow, how can I be you?
Yeah. She is the blueprint.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it just started this infatuation with her artistry, you know, since then. So yeah. So yeah.
I love Little Dragon. I got to see them at Swan Dive.
Nice.
That was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Houston to see them for a birthday. I think it was 2014. And they retweeted me.
Oh, wow.
Famous.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have that screenshot still.
She has the receipts.
Exactly.
Denise is going to ask for them.
I know.
Dang. I wonder which way I should go. There you go. Everything you just said about Little Dragon is how I felt about Panda Horses. And this album specifically. I found this album, like, you know, the relationship's over. I'm sleeping in my bedroom from high school. like mission over. Like, you fucking failed. What are you gonna do now? And a lot of these songs just lulled me into being okay to think about, like, what is next. You tried the mold, like I said before. Mold sucked. I was never gonna succeed at trying to attempt to pull off the mold at that time. So what do you want to do now? And I took my time, to be honest. I took my time to figure that out. I partied my ass off. I was a borderline alcoholic. I mean, essentially, like, I traveled with a bottle in the back seat of my car, and I brought my own cup just in case. So at least I was going to be able to party if nobody else was. And, you know, it's not anything I wish upon anyone in the whole world, but it was fun. I had fun. Met a lot of amazing people, had a lot of amazing conversations, saw a lot of amazing art and creativity come out of the world, and it was amazing. It's a dark place to go, but
Yeah.
if you're there, send me a postcard.
How lyrical.
This sounds like the end of a Pete and Pete episode.
That's great.
It's a illusion, actually.
This band is
But
wonderful.
this is my favorite song from that album. It's another amazing album. I could definitely drop this whole album in a time capsule. But this song lets me breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they were at ACL most recently, maybe like a couple years ago. It was like that one right after the pandemic was quote unquote over. But I took way too many fucking gummies that day. I was like uncomfortably like just out of it, out there in the fields, you know, in the park. Yeah, all these people.
I know that feeling.
And they played like the late afternoon set, like right, I guess it was like probably like hottest time of the day, but hearing their music just blare so loudly, I stumbled to like the back of the crowd in that stage and just like laid down in the heat and just like absorbed
that sounds amazing,
the music and the sun. And that was the only thing, because I was like essentially on the verge of a panic attack. That's how much I had consumed without thinking how my body was going to respond. But yeah, that was the only thing that soothed me. I was like, oh my God, okay. Yes, you know. And then after that set, Loop Daddy, what's his name?
Mark Rubier.
Yes, he played a set on the the stage. I was
hell
next
yeah.
to it. And that ended in a chant that was like, fuck Greg Abbott.
Yeah, fuck Greg Abbott. Yeah. I love Mark Rubier.
Yeah.
I've been following that guy for a long time.
Yeah. And that came out of my high. Very, very happy and joyous. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Fuck Greg Abbott.
All right, what is this? Round 3?
The middle.
No. Is it round 3? No.
The Heartbreak songs I was listening to were not 4. Of the year. It took me a long time to get. I'm still even not so much like with whatever's new to being released. Like I just find music when it finds me. So this 9 Inch Nails album I had on repeat a lot. Survivalism was like the big track off of it, but this one just kind of had like a more laid back, just kind of experience.
Yeah, I like this.
So I got pretty big into 9 Inch Nails when I found them.
I think everybody does, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent Reznor, another genius, honestly.
God.
He's a god, yeah. The music god.
When I mentioned that Ixie before, I was like, "Shit, somebody's gonna pick 9 Inch Nails."
This is a strange sound wave.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what I was talking about the other day. Like shoegazy is the definition of strange sound waves.
Yeah, the stuff he does with like the instrumental and everything just goes real gritty, industrial, and it just I listen to a lot of soundtracks. When I do art, when I'm writing or something, I put on like soundscapes. And then Trent Reznor eventually started to partner up with he did the Book of Eli.
Didn't he do Lost Highway?
Yeah. Atticus Ross.
Yeah, that's like Atticus.
Yeah. Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor, they have these like soundscapes that the Book of Eli soundtrack, actually, just sidestepping. When that movie came out, I put on one of the tracks and I fell asleep, and I had the most desolate, post-apocalyptic, just like drudging dream. And that it was one of those times where I feel like the whole dream happened inside of the track. You know, it just played through once, and I built like a dream around it.
That sounds incredible.
I just feel like you can always interpret these different ways. You know, however you're feeling is what the song's telling you.
True.
I'm so glad that he took that path, that he started giving us like these amazing soundtracks, you know, film soundtracks. Yeah, it's just,
I agree.
We're really lucky for that.
In that vein, my favorite Daft Punk album is the Tron Legacy soundtrack.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, honestly, I could leave the rest of Daft Punk, but the Tron Legacy soundtrack will like be one of my favorites. Yeah.
I know
blasphemy,
so much of Daft Punk. Yeah, it's okay.
What was the movie they did that Daft Punk did, and that album that they did with it? It's weird. It's a really weird film. And I remember going to see it at Alamo Draft House, Ritz. No, not Tron.
The other, they had One More Time was like a whole movie as well, or
Electroma. That's what it's called.
Yes,
Electroma. I went to see that with the managers that we had at Toy Joy. I thought you went with us too, maybe not. Maybe it was before your time, actually. But yeah, that was kind of left an impression. You know, it gave me very like Fantastic Planet like vibes. You know, it wasn't animated, but the vibe. You know, just avant-garde, like
French,
weird.
Yeah,
very French. Yes,
that's very French.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Old Trent Reznor.
Yeah, that Ixen
Never
music.
Not sexy.
She breaks down Perfect Drug, and now there's stuff I can't unhear when she's like, it should go like this, but he decides to use these notes instead.
Ooh.
And it's like, now it changes the way I hear it.
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have to
I definitely need to see
one.
this.
I will also post that in
Discord.
Good share.
Yeah.
Good share.
Represent.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Round 4-2-2-4.
This was the first song I thought of whenever I was thinking about this year. So this is called Your Lips Are Red by St. Vincent on the Marry Me album. But working at Toy Joy, brought all kinds of very, very cool individuals into my life. And some of them, still keep in touch with today. And my friend Sarah is one of those people. And she turned me on to St. Vincent. And I feel like I'd never heard a sound like this before in a way. But now that, I guess I'm older, I've explored a lot more music. Like, I kind of would tie it to Talking Head type of stuff, David Byrne, before I'd even really realized what that was. And it was through this album that I did explore and get to there. And then it was oh shit, she's actually doing a collaboration with David Byrne now. That totally makes sense. So but her career has been amazing. And I don't know if this was what album this was, if this was her first album, or it was definitely one of the earlier ones. But when I heard this music, it's just something about I just immediately felt this person is classically trained. This person is composing music with intent. And this song in particular, it starts off kind of has kind of this kind of erratic sense to it musically in some places, and then eventually you'll see it kind of goes into this kind of floating, totally different
falling,
kind of vibe. And I didn't look up today. I didn't look up until today. As far as lyrically, I never really paid attention to it lyrically. I was just whoa, this music is kind of taking me on this weird journey. And I read that it was inspired by murder ballads. So I just
that sounds accurate.
It's just kind of strange because it does have this kind of suspense, tense kind of feeling right now in the beginning. and then it just kind of gets like this kind of like release, like light airy thing happening at the end. But
You know what
I
it
always
like
love
you're
that.
fighting with your assailant.
Yeah,
It gives me. So I was feeling like it was like, oh, kind of like almost like a musical, the way it's like bouncing back and forth.
yeah.
And you say
yeah.
murder ballad, Sweeney Todd,
Oh yeah. Yes.
right? Because like you said, it feels very like symphonic, right? It's
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will post some videos in the Discord of her playing this live. Apparently, this is her favorite song from this album.
Oh wow.
And I remember seeing her play this at ACL one year. She's been several years, but I think it turned into like this like 10-minute like jam. Like it got like
Oh wow.
yeah, way
What a
out there,
treat.
you know. Yeah, it was super cool.
To be honest, I have done zero research into St. Vincent catalog. I feel cheated at this point.
It's so
Where
good.
has
She's such
this
a great
been?
performer too. Like it's just seeing
Yeah.
her shows live. The live shows are also very much like intentional.
I feel like I saw
This is
her on.
incredible.
She performed on SNL much later than this,
Yes.
and it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like it stuck with me.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's cool.
I need to see that too. I'm gonna have to put some
And-
hours in St. Vincent.
Yes. Yeah, but this stuff, it always makes you think of Sarah. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't think I'm. Wait. Well, we're on a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, because you had that. You worked there before me. I always think of it was like when Saved by the Bell was in like the junior high. Those are the years nobody watched that.
Skip
I was
that.
at the new high school, Mr. Belding.
Sucking on your cellular device.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. Preppy.
There's a YouTube channel called Zach Morris's Trash, and it breaks down just how awful he was in every
seen that.
episode. Oh,
Yeah, I love
and how
that.
AC Slater actually was the man. Like it was very cool, and
Yeah.
very
Exactly.
respectful.
I know. Yeah, he was always trying to like speak up for everybody. Like, he was the best. I'm surprised I got this far without having this one get stolen from me.
This is in Rainbows?
This is in Rainbows. This is the album in Rainbows. This is
Yeah.
Weird Fishes. This is Radiohead. Guys, sorry
Yeah.
to turn Radiohead on in the middle of a party, but this is my thing apparently.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's that time.
Cheers. Cheers to Weird Fishes. I mean, if you were hopping in my car to go to any of these parties I was going to nightly, you were either hearing Almighty Dollar or something from Devin the Dude, or you're hearing In Rainbows. Like, this is what I would cruise around to. I had it burned on a CD. And this song, can't help but sing it every time I hear it. It's hard not to.
Why should I stay here? Why should I stay?
But again, never seen this video.
Yeah, I know. I'm so like
Wow,
in
that's
transit.
really
I'm like,
weird.
wow.
I just had
Yeah, it
this
is.
vision a couple days ago.
I'd be crazy not
I was just in my backyard, and I was thinking to myself, like, that's what the universe wants from me, is like a bunch of trees growing from my chest. It's weird, bro. But then this guy has trees growing out of his chest.
Were you on psychedelics?
I don't know. Cannot confirm nor deny. Yes, I was. But Radiohead, always, in some way, somehow, they always provide me with some kind of incredible soundtrack to my life. Like, my life always feels most beautiful when I listen to Radiohead.
Oh, I love that.
So at Christmas time, for the first time ever, I watched Romeo and Juliet, like the 90s.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I was like, okay, fuck, I get it. Like, I wouldn't have appreciated it before a certain point in my life, you know?
Yeah.
And like now watching it's like, oh, fuck, I get why everybody likes it. And there's that talk show host song in it.
Same.
That I'd never heard before.
I love that song. It's probably...
Trying to learn it on my ukulele, but it's not quite as sexy. So
it sounds a little creepy when you sing it on a ukulele.
I'll try it on the banjo next. We'll see.
Yeah, that's funny.
Steve Martin it.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not feel? Yeah. And again with the binaural beats. The syncopated drumming. It's very disorienting in itself. Like, wow. This video is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm uncomfortable.
A little ramen monster.
Yeah.
Damn it. If I ever die, that's what I want to be my epitaph. A little ramen monster.
Ramen.
Ramen. Ayanai. Pastafari.
There you go. Exactly. Lovely.
We all come from the spaghetti monster.
Is it me?
Final round.
I think so.
All right.
For the time capsule.
So
So this song very much has to do with my roommate at the time.
hell yes. Yes. To be honest, I would only listen to this by myself in my car.
Well, it was also on one of the rock bands, and it was like one of the hardest songs towards the end. So like, it held a special place because once you did it, you're like, oh fuck yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I bet. Because this song rocks.
I wasn't super big into metal.
Oh wow!
And then I was just musically, the stuff they were doing was like, oh, I really appreciate it, and it opened up more than I would have listened to, for sure.
I love this show. I love this album. I definitely had this album on repeat in my car. I remember many a nights being blitzed out of my mind, sitting in the Whataburger line, drive-through line at 3 o'clock in the morning, fucking blaring this shit. Not giving a shit.
I almost picked Go Into the Water because it's got this like epic orchestra sound to it, but this one hit a rotation more for sure.
Oh yeah,
just felt right. And
this
I'm playing Legend of Zelda. I just got my horse, and so
ooh, nice. Epona,
baby.
Let me feed you the carrot, please.
Also, so the percussion teacher we had in band was like a metalhead guy, and he would break down metal in a way that made more sense to me. You know, it's like, oh, okay, it's not just like loud nonsense. There's method to it.
Yep, it's very true.
We're running those chord checks.
Do you still keep in touch with him?
The teacher?
Yeah.
No, I don't keep in touch with anybody.
You should join the Discord.
Is he in the Discord? Does he watch?
We should invite him.
I'm gonna get him in there. Well, Angel knows
we
him,
need
so
to invite
yeah.
Apparently, this guy's a badass.
He kind of is. Kind of is.
I mean, you can't not be.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow, I can't believe this is final submission. Final submission time.
We're doing it.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be in the time capsule.
Hey, yeah. If there was a song from Toy Joy that was, it was this or what
Toy
was
soundtrack.
Was it Scissor Sisters? No, wait. What was?
Yeah. I was gonna talk about Scissor Sisters. That's my new to me, but yeah. Yeah. MGMT, Electric Kid.
Price and Sea Monkeys.
Yeah.
You hear? Barack Obama's going to be president. We shut the store down early and went to Tecate Tuesday.
Wow.
Me,
Incredible.
Ariel, and somebody else.
Tuesday.
And when Obama won, we shut the store down, went to Tecate Tuesday at Lavaca Street to celebrate.
Ooh,
Hell
yes.
We were like, no way, we're
Worth it.
staying in the store.
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
I forgot it. Where was Tecate Tuesday?
Lavaca Street Bar.
Lavaca.
I think they still do it.
Yep.
A lot of
Get it.
places did Tecate Tuesday, I think, but yeah.
Yeah,
Lavaca
that's
Street
true,
was
I
one of
guess, because I remember, I feel like there was a different place I'm thinking of. Huh.
Did Club DeVille have that? Tecate Tuesday?
I don't know.
Or Tacoba even? Tacoba Tecate
yeah.
Tuesday. Say that 3 times
That's
fast.
probably true. That's where I was at. I was at Tacoba.
Yeah.
Their michelada is still my favorite michelada of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it. It would be bubbling, like when they brought it to you, like with lime juice bubbles. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like this song too, like, this was probably like one of the only new albums that I actually went to go buy this year.
Oh, wow.
Because I wasn't really buying, new CDs, just streaming music or downloading, music from
Yeah, it's still
or
down
whatever it
there.
was at the time. I don't know, maybe LimeWire or something. I have no idea. Or torrents. I think I started learning about torrents.
Yeah, it was
The
torrenting.
Music
yeah.
Man would come and sell you a vinyl for a nickel.
Yes,
Oh, we got
that's
that
our
new
legal
MGMT.
department. Anytime we've ever said we downloaded or stole anything, that's what our legal department wants
We
us
go to the
say.
Barnes and Nobles and listen to the sample track.
Yeah.
Cost you a nickel.
But I went to Waterloo.
Nickelodeon.
I remember going to Waterloo and buying this album. Yeah, and I think I actually heard the Kids song was the first single on the radio. So I still listen to the radio sometimes in my car, and then I bought the album based on that. And then
Nice.
I think this came out as a single like later. But it was like kind of one of those songs like, oh my god, this song is so good. I was like, of course it's gonna be like a single, it comes out later. Yeah.
Dang.
Video is very corny. I just watched it today for the
I
first
love
time.
this,
I was
yeah.
like, this is a corny ass video.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
Alright, Ethan.
Well, I guess I gotta do this.
He's got to do it. There's no choice.
I don't have a choice. If nobody else will, I have to.
There you go.
I mean, how did they slip all the way down here?
The grand finale.
This is lyrically the story of like all my friends in one song. And yeah, I just found out about LCD. This is LCD sound system. This is all my friends. It sounded so good at 3 o'clock in the morning, driving back home on the lower deck.
With the Whataburger.
Yeah, after you got the Whataburger, you're heading home. The windows are down.
Windows down because the AC costs more.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have enough gas for the AC.
You're cruising on the top of every hill. Yep.
Yep. And this song's playing, bro. This song is blasting through the earthquake sounds of the wind.
We get it. Your car had a radio.
Yeah, I did. And it had a detachable face so nobody would want to steal it.
Yes, dude. I finally got one of those after 2 times my radio was stolen, dude. And the first time they stole it, the way the Honda Civic was, like they pulled out the whole center console thing, so they took the fucking AC too in the middle of the fucking summer. What a bitch, dude. Oh my god.
Fucking assholes, bro. Just trying to live,
detachable
bro.
face. Detachable face. Cheers to that.
Yes. Yes. If it ever comes back to that, always get the detachable face. Especially if you live in a metropolitan. Life lessons.
The song makes me think of Tito. LCD Sound System.
Yeah,
I think that's
absolutely.
The first person I think of is Tito.
I met him around this time. I met a lot of people around this time because I was hanging out with Baltimore, and Baltimore was going to UT, and everybody lived in the college apartments, which was a block away from where my mom lived. So I was there every night. Yeah. Crystal lived at the ballpark. That's how I met her.
Did y'all meet this year?
Yeah, we met this year.
Oh.
Yep. And it was magical. I know, yeah. It was the best. I mean, because I was in a shit mood, you know? Like, I was not in any place to be trying to accept the idea of another relationship. Like, I was done, right? I'm done right now. Like, had zero interest in being in another relationship. I just wanted to party. That's really it.
Do hood rat things. Do the hood rat things.
Yeah, that was it. And I met her, and for some reason I wanted to ask her out on a date. It's like something I didn't want to do, but
Of course you do.
I was like, wait, I gotta at least try to talk to her. Because, I mean, and I'm somehow notorious around this time for being an asshole to girls, which I didn't realize I was doing. I just, I wasn't trying to flirt with them was really what it was, because I didn't have any interest in doing so at this time. And so, yeah, I guess it came off as an asshole. Sorry, everyone. I was going through some shit. But, yeah. All of those wonderful memories are tied to that whole band.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay. Next segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wipe.
So
This
new
is
to me.
new to me.
Yeah. New to me.
New to me.
So this was a song that I discovered in 2007, right? That was from a prior year. So the song I'm picking because originally I thought it came out this year, but it came out a prior year. But there was a big thing that was starting to kind of pop up called Gaja Disco.
Oh, yes.
And so Go-Go Bordello was like pretty big.
I love this.
Trevor and I grew out our like curly stashes.
I love this song so much. I would play this for people, and I would always assumed like, oh, people are gonna be instantly turned off, but I didn't care. I was like, I need to try to play this for people, and I would, and the party would always instantly just go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I love this song.
Did you go to Gacha Disco?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went once or twice.
Nice.
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
I don't think I ever made it out to one,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it was cool. And I think that was the year for Renaissance Festival. We were doing a pirate ship, and this felt very like piratey, nautical.
Oh, yeah.
So we played that at our campsite a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, it just had like a crusty, punky vibe.
It does.
It
It's
smelled
it feels
awful,
very
but it was good
gypsy.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that like Balearic.
Gypsy
that's
sound,
Balearic, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Which also, so like that year, I was in a speech class at ACC, and there was a girl giving a speech on why that term's not appropriate and they should be referred to as Roma.
Right.
But then they
Okay.
very much like leaned into the term. And so I was like, yeah. Do it. Can I say it? Can I?
Wait a second.
But it was like a bubble that popped. It was like 8 months, and then like nobody like
That's
touched
true.
it again.
Yeah, it was gone.
It felt like
It was a
going to be
flash in the pan.
and then Skrillex came in. It was like
That's
this
so
big
true.
machine that absorbed Go-Go Bordello.
Yeah, it was the Borg.
Yeah.
It was the Borg. Assimilate.
I actually just started watching Star Trek: The Next Generation for the very first time. Like,
It's amazing.
so growing up poor, we had 5 channels.
Yeah,
So the only Star Trek I was exposed to was Star Trek Voyager because it was on at like 1:30 in the morning on Saturday nights. So I knew about Tuvok and Captain Janeway.
Yeah.
But I never like
second
officially
best.
sat through. So I've been watching, Jean-Luc Picard, and it's so fucking wholesome, man. Like,
It is.
hey, we're gonna overcome
so
this
good.
problem with friendship and like positive optimism. It's been healing me a lot.
Yeah, imagine being in a
Aw, I love
utopia.
that.
Yeah. But it's so the thing
This
is
is how
like
they deal with things.
I grew up like a Star Wars kid, and Star Trek seemed like technical and scary, but it's so hammy, man. It's it's
seemed
hammy
that
or
backhanded.
horny. Like every other
Yeah.
episode, there's a space virus. Captain, we gotta go
feel
to
weird.
this bang planet.
Where they don't wear any clothes.
Yeah.
No, we cannot give in to the temptation. It's part of Article 5. Fuck Article 5. Leave me here.
Yeah, that's another thing I wouldn't have. I
That's
didn't
why I couldn't be on
appreciate
Star Trek.
growing up. All right, that was my discovered that I could think of.
That's a great one.
Very nice.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's it,
remember
yeah.
that song popping off this year.
Yeah. So, Toy Joy eclectic playlist.
Hmm.
Lots of older
nice.
songs I've never heard
Good one.
before. This one would play a lot too. Lots of ELO. I'd never heard of Electric
Yeah.
Light Orchestra before Toy
Love
Joy.
Yellow.
And that was probably one of my favorite takeaways. And this song in particular.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely go-to karaoke for me.
Yeah, it is.
It is so soulful. Yeah.
This is a great song.
now I'm thinking, like, now I'm remembering songs that started to come on.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to click.
Like the order, you know. How long
there
did
was
they have
an
that
order?
CD
It
changer?
wasn't
Did
on
they
shuffle?
change it? It was on shuffle, but then it felt like sometimes, and maybe it's just because we were there for so many hours that, like, for me personally, that's how I felt. It's like I almost feel like I know what's going to come on next.
Yeah, memorize
you know?
the soundtrack. That's a crappy feeling.
Well,
how long?
We would always close with "Goodbye Horses."
Yes. Oh, we should have put that song.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, I should have played "Goodbye Horses."
Oh my gosh! I've heard a recent cover of that song on KETX. Some new band.
Wow.
They did a pretty decent job of it. I'll share that one. I'll share that in Discord. Mm-hmm. Represent.
Represent.
I don't know why I didn't think you played this. I was like, I should have picked "Goodbye Horses."
It's okay. No.
Idiot! Damn it. God. Dang.
Yeah, this and Labyrinth
Yeah,
was new to me that year.
I got a lot of Bowie.
We had a coworker who had an incredible back tattoo of David Bowie.
Of the Labyrinth. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it was. It's amazing. Yeah. Yep.
She taught me a lot of life lessons sitting at that back counter closing.
That's true. I did have a crazy prophetic manager at that time too. I worked at the Harley Davidson dealership and the Woods Fun Center next door. Like I was their IT guy, and so I would go sit in the closet all day waiting for something to break, and it was the best job ever. Dealing with retail folk, as an in-house IT guy in 2007, these shenanigans.
Yeah.
That was the year. We went and worked at the haunted house up in Round Rock for the first year in 2007, which was a separate haunt than we'd worked for. It was a little drama in the haunt world. We went up there and we did our circus theme, Slaughter Circus. Man, I'm trying to remember what we listened to. Every year we had a haunted house build. There's different soundtracks that go along with it.
That sounds like an episode in itself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about it. Come back to me now.
Remember Destiny?
And her tambourine.
This year too. Oh, I forgot.
She had the light up tambourine.
She's the one who taught me how to dance. Yeah. I think I already told the story last. The Elysium story. But yeah. Dragged me to Beauty Bar. And then to Elysium for 80s night.
Yeah, that's where I was dancing a lot. Was, like I said last episode, calling Jack Burton with all these Toys R Us co-workers. It was weird.
And I learned on a DDR machine. So
nice.
Not to brag.
Wait, at La Fun or Einstein's?
The Blazer laser tag on
The Blazer laser tag
on Ben
Dang.
White.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
You'd
Is
play in
that
between
still
games at League Night, no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
No big deal. Well, since we were talking about
Oh
PvP,
shit! Yeah.
Very nice.
I
Perfect
torrented
for this episode.
the whole series, and
I own the DVDs, the first two seasons that they released, but only released.
Yeah. And I saw that they did a soundtrack. If you like, I think if you watch the credits close enough, they talk about the soundtrack in the credits at some point. And so I was like, you gotta be shitting me. There's a whole soundtrack.
Pete and Pete was one of those shows that absolutely defined me.
Oh, me too.
This is from the one where Pete sees the band playing in the garage when he walks by, and he can't get the song out of his head.
Closing.
So he forms a band to play the song to get it out of his head.
On pirate radio, yeah.
Yeah. I'm big, like, Polaris is like my dreamy summer soundtrack. Like, when I'm feeling like in love, she is staggering. Like,
oh yeah, she is staggering. I played it at my wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Love that.
Yeah, I have a bunch of these songs on playlists I would model around going out to the Greenbelt, like songs to play at the Greenbelt, essentially. I'd always have this album in there.
There's a
great album, the whole album.
There's a project I'm working on that when I'm writing it, this hits a lot. Vibe I'm trying to.
Nice.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I love it.
That's the only part
it's
Pete
my
remembers.
favorite. Yeah, this is the only line that he can remember from the song. So he's singing it to himself over and over again. It's like me listening to Muscle Museum in that other episode. It's crazy.
When we worked at the toy store, half of the shop became a vegan soft serve shop, and we had an orange vanilla flavor. I named it Orange Lazarus after the thing that gave everybody brain freezes at the baseball fields.
From Mr. Freeze.
It's not Mr. Tasty because it's a real ice cream guy.
Tasty. Yeah. What was his name? I used to have him as my profile picture on Facebook.
Just take it, Pete. Just take it. It was so sad because they wanted him to hang out and he couldn't.
It is Mr. Tasty.
Mr. Tasty. There's an ice cream truck called a Tasty Freeze, and the logo looks like him. And they've got killer ice cream sandwiches. Little fat kid tip for you.
Yes. This episode brought to you by Tasty Freeze. But this band is the band that plays the intro song for the show. So that Hey Sandy song in the beginning of every episode, that's this band. They wrote all the music. And there were so many great musical like cameos. Like Iggy Pop was Harriet the Spy's dad.
Harriet the Spy was in there?
Yeah, she was. She had a broken arm. Her name was Mona or something like that. Yeah.
Excellent.
I love that show.
For this episode,
if you've never watched that show, you should watch that show.
Watch it.
Watch it.
All right. Final segment.
So now this is
Flavor
songs. Oof, this is tough because I've got a song that's been.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the song I've been listening to. I don't know because I haven't vet the other song, and if it sucks, it's embarrassing. The song that hit today gives me a very Sugar Ray junior high vibe, and it hit. Cool. Oh fuck it, I'll just do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You got to share the other one too, though, that you were gonna pick. So
yeah. I was a big Sugar Ray Smash Mouth kid growing up. I'll defend them. I was listening to them. I was telling Gracie Smash Mouth led me into the Doors because they played a lot of synthy organs. So when this song hit, it felt like going to Six Flags after marching band competition.
I love that. Dang,
it just feels
feel good feeling. Yeah.
Let's talk about meeting in LA or whatever, but
whatever. Someday.
Just dreamy pop.
Yeah, West Coast surfer, beachy. Yeah.
Which I grew up nowhere near that stuff, but I always had that wants
They sold
that
it
like
hard.
airiness.
Oh,
about
they
it.
sold it to us. Yeah,
They sold it
absolutely.
hard.
Yeah. So not super
love
great
this.
or
This is
anything. It's just
amazing.
like it's like, oh, it's nice.
I love this.
Yeah, it is nice.
When did this come out? A month ago.
There you go.
It's perfect. I love it, actually. You gotta keep the sound alive.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
everything's so heavy all the time. I like keeping it bright.
Yeah. I like this.
Needed a counter, praise the Lord, and pass the ammunition.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta balance out Nine Inch Nails. You gotta balance out.
Yeah.
And everything
Not a bad place
Smash
to
Mouth
be.
put out after this was trash. Not their finest.
Holy guacamole.
We kick off the summer with that.
Yeah,
there we go.
that's nice.
Summer.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of older sounds coming back around.
That's true.
This song
wink.
is by a band called Mama.
Oh, nice.
MMA.
Mama.
Mom.
Mama.
But mama.
Yeah, song's called
Ooh.
Speeding 72. I think it came out in 2022. They've got a new hit right now, but they are touring with Weezer and Modest Mouse,
Oh, wow.
and they're the opening band. And I'm going to the show.
Dang,
on
you're
Thursday.
gonna go.
This was
On my
all just a
birthday.
ploy to brag about
Yeah,
it.
why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be there?
Suck it, hoes. No. Yeah.
Man.
No, but they sound so cool. Like, actually,
This is
Aaron brought them to my attention, and it's rare that he brings me this type of music. But he's
Sure.
like, I'm sitting at radio, and this album is playing, and I had to Shazam, and he's like, I thought it was Veruca Salt. He's like, I thought this was
Oh,
something
yeah.
like from like 90s,
Mhm.
girl grunge
Oh,
type of
no.
stuff.
This is
Yeah,
such a deep
but-
well of like music right now. Like, this is what the kids are doing. It sounds so amazing. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. And it's funny because I was looking at the YouTube comments, and like it's like, I'm 72 years old and I love this music, and I listen to this with my 16-year-old granddaughter.
Oh,
you know?
wow. Shit.
I was like, they must be getting airplay on like the NPR affiliates, capturing all generations,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's my favorite place to pick up music.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you
Yeah.
pay your membership dues, people.
Long story about a band I picked up from them.
Bickle.
Jeez. Yeah, this is incredible. I'm glad. I'm glad that this sound is continuing.
Kind of got summer vibes too, It's kind of got that airy type of breezy sound.
Yeah, basement party. Live show.
It's gonna be a Sharkleberry summer.
Charlberry. Yeah, so I guess this episode's gonna play like next week. So I would have gone to the show.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was listening to Whitey Cracker a lot that year. He was a nerdcore rapper.
Nerdcore.
I was actually listening to that a lot that year, but I think it was older. That's why I didn't see it come up. Yeah.
Dang. That was a good pick.
Good pick, yeah.
Yay. Last one.
Man, kind of torn on what I'm gonna do here. Lyrics or no lyrics?
Lyrics.
Here you go. Let's see.
Lyrics?
I watch stuff with the captions on.
Yes, me too.
Well, you'll love this then. I honestly don't know how I came across this.
This is wonderful. All these visuals are making me so fucking happy, dude.
Yeah, this video is amazing too.
Who is this? What is this?
This is the Living Tombstones.
Where are they from?
This is a song called My Ordinary Life. They have a bunch of crazy songs, actually. It's great. Honestly, like after each episode, sometimes I just vibe for a minute, and the first video that pops up on YouTube after an episode is always a fucking banger for some reason. And that's how I found this one.
Love that algorithm.
The universe is answering back.
Yeah.
Or whatever the robot was from 2001.
The robot?
The boy band. From Jeff's episode.
I love this song.
It's a fun song. This is very wise lyrics as well. Right. That sample is so good too. It's worth vibing to by itself. It's from a PlayStation 2 soundtrack.
That was wonderful.
Uh,
What a way to end the episode.
heck yeah.
Cool.
Well, man,
This was really
thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks
That
for
was
having me. It was fun.
Great.
Yeah.
Bunch of songs.
So- What you got going on, Brian, as far as anything to promote?
Oh, boy. Well, you can find everything about me on briansoria.com. I'm on a podcast with some friends, 1031spky.com. It's narrative-driven improv. We're four friends trapped in a spooky basement, forced to do AM radio for the underworld. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now. They keep me in these dungeons. And then, yeah, I'm kind of launching my personal brand. You can find it on that briansoria.com, but it's the Internet Broadcast System. And that's going to be IBS.
Irritable Bowel
Nice.
Syndrome.
So I was on that joke first. I've had this for years, but it also stands for I'm Brian Soria.
Oh, wow. Dang.
And so
It's a
that's
three-fer.
where like all my media goes. So all the little stuff
I
I'm
love
working
that.
on. That's sort
That's
of my
genius.
like growing up. We had public access in Austin, and I always wanted to get a public access license, but that kind of disappeared before it became a thing. And so we got YouTube now to do it. So
Yeah,
this is my
exactly.
public access.
Nice.
Yeah.
So everybody go like and subscribe and
Yes.
share all of that content.
Brian,
Support our people.
thank you. Thank you guys for having me. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to be checking out some of this stuff for sure after. It's going to go into my playlists.
Yeah,
There we
for
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
All right, man.
All right.
Well, thanks, dude.
Well-
Love you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
thanks so much,
appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate
Appreciate you. All right. You have a good night.
You too.
it. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Another thrilling episode of Strange Sound Waves in the books. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And as the musical chapters of 2007 close, let us ponder the essence of our sonic voyage. For in the realm of music, we find a reflection of our shared humanity, a sanctuary where souls converge and emotions intertwine. It is a reminder that in the tapestry of life, every note has meaning, and every beat carries a story. As we part for now, I hope your ears stay attuned to the harmonies of life, and may the strange sound waves forever echo in your hearts. Until our melodies intertwine once more, try not to lose that childlike desire to explore.